Good morning, Washington. Welcome to Dave TV. How you doing, everybody? It's the 18th of December, 2012. I'm sorry. Just came in for my walk, and I've been guzzling my V Fusion juice. I'm spilling it all over me. Blood. It does. It's red. Reminds me of that Dick Van Dyke Show episode. You ever see that? In fact, I've been watching the Dick Van Dyke Show lately. I got it on DVD. I bought these years ago. That's one of my favorite shows. There's one episode where Laura's staying at home alone. It's one of my favorite Dick Van Dyke Show episodes. I believe what's it called? It's my favorite. It's called Long Day's Journey into Night. Laura and Millie spend a harrowing night alone when Rob and Jerry go off on a fishing trip. And Laura spills like cranberry juice on her shirt and has to answer the door, and some kid's delivering prescriptions. And it looks like she has blood on her shirt. It's one of my favorite episodes. Great episode. Dick Van Dyke Show. Okay, so what am I doing here today? I'm telling you, I'm looking at this FishbowlDC. You know, it's a great comedy site. It really is. It's funny as hell. It's so much just silly little stuff that nobody cares about. I mean, there's a piece here today where they show the exit ramp that goes off to the Washington Times building, and there's trash along the roadside. Looks like a roll of toilet paper. Like, as if that's news. You know, I'm not kidding you here. This is what makes the news at FishbowlDC. I can't even see what I'm doing here. Let's see. There we go. Oops. This is actually, look at this. This is the exit ramp, okay? Now, this isn't the Washington Times building. It's just the exit ramp. And there's, litter by the exit ramp. I mean, it's like me driving along the Beltway over in Lanham and seeing litter by the exit ramp to Lanham and claiming that's somehow related to CBS radio. I mean, it's just stupid. That's the crazy, goofy stuff that passes for news at FishbowlDC. It's just crazy. There was one here. Oh, it's the silliest stuff. I mean, if the water, there's a dripping water faucet in the Politico building, it'll be like big news at FishbowlDC. It's just insanely crazy. So anyhow, here's a little thing. And of course, they're little. I love their clip art. They probably do really classy use of clip art there. Lefty David Schuster's radio family at We Act Radio is hosting a holiday party tonight in their at their studio in Southeast DC. Okay, all right. Let's put a little bit of reality here to David Schuster and his little radio station. Okay, the radio station, maybe the studio's in Southeast DC, but the radio station is in Dumfries, Virginia. Okay, it's called WPWC in Dumfries, Virginia. 1480 AM, and you can kind of hear it. I drive around, and if I'm flipping around to the left of Federal News Radio, you can just barely kind of hear it. So anyhow, we get the radio ratings today, and I'm just curious, where does WPWC show up? Okay, and I'm looking here. Literally, if you go to the very end, dead last, is WIKZ. I guess I don't know where that is, somewhere out in Hagerstown or something. 96th place. 96th place. WPWC with hash marks, meaning no sustainable audience. Okay? 96th place. Now, are there 96 radio stations in Washington? No. There's like 50 of them. But of course, when you count in online listening, you get stations like KZEP, KJXK, KNBT, KUT. 84th place in the Washington radio ratings this week is KUT. That's the University of Texas's radio station. I think they play some pretty cool tunes on it, but that's 84th place, a station in Austin, Texas, right? WPWC gets lower than that. Okay, more people in Washington are listening online to a radio station in Austin, Texas, than they're listening to WPWC We Act Radio with Bill Press on in the mornings. Literally, an audience of maybe 3 or 4 people are listening to WPWC We Act Radio at any moment. I mean, look at this. Wow. So anyhow, that's what we're saying. What are we saying? The radio ratings. Wash is back at the top as always. We get into December, you get the Christmas tunes playing, and Wash shoots right up to the top, number 1 place. Again, we're looking at the plus 6 plus numbers. We got WMAL and TOP up at the top in Hot 99.5 as the usual suspects. Interesting, some trends going on. WMAL is they trended way upward there during the election. Okay, the news talker there, they were up to like 7th place around election day, and then they kind of been trending down a little bit, and we're seeing them down to 15th place. Okay, so now they're coasting back down to their normal 16th, 17th place. But I'll tell you, the shooting thing that happened this past week, how awful it was. Wouldn't be surprised to see WMAL and other talk stations get a bump from that, just simply because a lot of people are thinking about stuff and want to talk about it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see MAL go down and then maybe take a little bump there when those mid-December ratings come out in a couple of weeks. But interesting going on there. So what's going on? JFK, 21st place. We're hearing that the junkies, are taking the rest of the year off, and they're going to have what are those, Kevin and Rock substituting and Holden and Danny substituting now that Mike Wise is gone. There's a lot of talk that John Feinstein they may be doing some test airing of his CBS Sports Radio show on JFK. So some interesting stuff going on there as in El Budget El Cutto there at WJFK. But I'm not seeing any huge trends. Still no big movements for WNEW. In the overall numbers, they're still 25th place. In the money demo, they're like 28th place. So, I don't know. I do know. All right, folks. What time is it? It's 7. Okay, hitting the 8-minute mark here. Any other big news going on at DCRTV? We did have a server. Our server went down. People think I have a server here next to my computer. I don't. Our servers are in Pittsburgh. We actually use a professional server farm. Okay, and they're very good. They're called Pair.com. They usually are really, 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 really good. But for a little while there, around 1 o'clock, bonk! I noticed the website ain't working. I can't send files to the website. Bonk, bonk, bonk. So they're really very good. They give you an 800 number. You call them up. You give them your secret code. They put you right through to this techie guy. You can hear all these whirring noises in the background. And, I'm checking the Apache, the server line, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, within about 20 minutes, half an hour, they got the site back up again. So, good site. If you're looking... Tell them DCRTV Dave sent you. Maybe they'll give me a break on my rates. But just wanted to remind you, we do have a backup site. We have fuzzface.com. Fuzzface.com is our local news website. It's starting to really catch on now. We got a lot of crazy stuff there. Trying to be like a Drudge of the Washington market with a lot of bizarre little headlines and stuff like that. It's fuzzface.com. But if you do a slash and you type DCRTV at fuzzface.com, you'll get our backup site. So fuzzface.com/DCRTV, and you'll get our backup site. Okay, it's a completely different server. So if the one server's down, that'll always be up, vice versa, whatever. If you go to DCRTV.org, DCRTV.net, which do operate, that'll just take you to our main site. Okay, so if our main site goes down, those ain't going to work either. So remember, jot this down somewhere on your forehead with a magic marker. Fuzzface, 1Z, FUZFACE.com/DCRTV.com. And that's our backup site. And we keep that updated every day, too, just about. So, I learned a long time ago, it's always good to have several mirrored sites. Always good. Different servers. More the merrier. All right, folks. That's What else is going on? Okay, Baltimore radio ratings. WLIF is at the top. Christmas music. There you go. There you go. Don't forget, we got our best worst list going on from now till New Year's. Send us your BW lists. Best whatever. Best worst TV stations, newscasts, reporters, anchors, DJs, formats, newspapers, websites, podcasts at FishbowlDC. If you want to tell how awful they are, tell us what you think, and just send it to go to my website, go to DCRTV, and you'll see the address and all that there. The best worst thing, and how to what hoops you have to jump through. But all right, folks. Thanks for watching Dave TV for Tuesday, the 18th of December, 2012. Beautiful day out. Just came in for my walk. And don't forget to help support DCR TV. We're still a little bit shy of our goal for the end of the year, for the end of fall. We're still in fall technically. So send us a couple bucks. Click on our support tab, blinky dinky, at the top of DCRTV.com. And that's all I got to say. Book 'em, Dano.